The format is fourfold. Each candidate is going to introduce themselves to you. The mayoral candidates will have 5 minutes each to make their presentations.
My name is Matthew Weiss. I hope to be the next mayor of East Hills. I'm 49 years old. I've lived here for 12 years. I've also lived here as a child, and I moved back here 12 years ago with my wife. I have 3 children, Rachel, Daniel, and Zachary. They're 13, 11, and 6. And they're in 3 different Roslyn schools. Now, before anyone gets me wrong, I have the utmost respect for Mayor Koblenz. He did a masterful job 10 years ago when he acquired the park for a mere $3 million from the federal government. He did another great job by not taking any money from the state, the county, or the town of North Hempstead, so that we would have a village-only facility. And of course, we've all been to the park, and we all know what a magnificent facility it is that we have. However, you must judge Mr. Koblenz and his trustees on the full body of work. Not just one accomplishment, but rather his 12 years as mayor, and particular attention has to be focused on his last 4 years, the most recent term that he's run. And what I've seen in that term are failures of leadership. I've seen nepotism. I've seen self-dealing. I've seen unethical conduct. I've seen fiscal irresponsibility. And I've seen closed government. Taxes have gone up every single year that Mr. Koblenz has been mayor. You have handouts which show the chart. You can see since I moved in, my taxes have more than doubled. But while taxes are going up, this fiscal irresponsibility continues because also the mayor's salary has gone up. And when I say gone up, I mean skyrocketed. 700% in 7 years. One year, my favorite, is 2006, when he doubled his salary to 2007 from $27,000 to $54,000. Now, I've seen the Koblenz platform, and they talk about open government. But these escalating raises of 100% and 10%, big chunks, in some of the worst economic climate, have been done while our taxes are going up, and more importantly, have been done in closed doors.
My name is Michael Koblenz, and I'm running for re-election for the mayor of East Hills. I'm running on a proven record, experience, and getting the job done. It's interesting that Mr. Weiss wants to throw things out. He left out the fact that he's suing the village. Interesting that a mayoral candidate is suing the village. He was offered a settlement by the insurance company for $225,000 this summer, and of course he turned that down. He'd like to blame the village for any issues regarding his client. Matt and his group, welcome to the village, but they've never been to a meeting. You've never asked to be on a committee, and you've never brought any ideas. It's easy to criticize after we've done all the work. We're the ones that saw that the Air National Guard was a gem. We're the ones that took care of that crisis when it could have been a minimum security prison for those of you who moved in after the fact. We fought that. Fort Dix wasn't so lucky. They've got a minimum security prison for white collar. We got rid of that. the Postal Authority wanted to put in a tri-state depot, meaning trucks back and forth. We stopped that. We're talking about experience. We're talking about working your way up the ladder to learn government, to learn how to do things. I started my career as a federal prosecutor. That helped me when I had to negotiate in Washington to deal with the crises in our village. Matt talks about tax increases. Well, that's a joke, okay? Because last year, the average tax was $121 per household. The year before, it was $107. And anyone who lived here during the time that we were doing the park understood that the tax would automatically go up for the first couple of years. It was published. Sure, we didn't have a website back then, but it was published, it was handed out. We had public meetings in the middle school, at the theater. Many of you were there and questioned it.